The New England Patriots are next on our AFC East coverage. Their big three looks like this, although not so big and not so great.
Why did you label it the big three? You should have said the big who? What the hell? What is going on here? Did they really draft those guys?
Even
They look like they took rolling shit for their
Look,
first
I'm
round.
going to answer the question now because I didn't want to do it earlier. This is the biggest loser of the draft. It is absolutely the New England Patriots. What in the hell are they doing? Look at their best grade as the round 4 quarterback, only because I don't think Mac Jones is the answer, and maybe Bailey Zippy Zappy has some answers. I don't know. Cole Strange, 3rd to 4th round grade. You guys see how the Rams reacted. They thought they could get him at 104. Tyquan Thornton, I'm be honest. I thought he was like a 5th, 6th round pick, so maybe 7th, where Bo Melton was going. That's what I attributed him to. Big, tall, fast, but can't do anything else. I don't know what was going on there. Can you please bring back Mike McGraphic? I got more to talk about. Bring him back. Marcus Jones was the best pick of the regular guys that they had. I do think there's some return ability there. He's some good. He's athletic. He can make plays. Jack Jones, a cornerback. As a matter of fact, Mel Kiper, who I like a little bit, compared a corner that was taken in the 7th round and said he had better value than Jack Jones. He would have took him over Jack Jones in the 4th. Like this, and then Pierre Strong, and I'm not knocking Pierre Strong. You guys know how I feel about him. He's decent. He's a good running back. But Ramondre Stevenson, Damian Harris, James White, and now you take Pierre Strong for what? And I think there was another running back up there too later in the draft. You took 2 running backs and you already got 4 on your roster. What the hell is Bill Belichick doing? I'm going to say it one last time. This man needs to have his GM powers taken away, and he needs to let somebody else come in there and draft a squad now and run that organization. I don't care if you're the all-time GOAT, a great coach, or whatever. He has done a shit job at building that roster over the past, I'll say 4 seasons. I know they won the Super Bowl but last one was with Brady, and ain't done shit since. And I get it. Went to the playoffs. Cool. Win some regular season game. Nice. You got stomped. Your roster's not good, and you spent a lot of money last year. Bill Belichick has to answer these questions. We have to start holding him accountable. We don't want to do it because he's great, but we have to.
Yep. And AJ, before you go, I got to say I made history. Kevin Harris, I gave a goddamn F- to. Sorry. Excuse my French. But I don't know if you even calculated that into the GPAs later, but I gave that pick an F-. Pierre Strong, because AJ loves him, I gave an F to. But I could not spare Kevin Harris, the running back. You get an F-. Go ahead, AJ.
Wait. Are you giving it to him, or are you giving it to the Patriots for picking him?
Yeah.
I'm giving it to the Patriots for picking him. I know nothing about Kevin Harris, to be completely honest.
Okay. I mean, South Carolina guy, he can play a little bit.
But I mean, you draft Pierre Strong already, and you got all those running backs already.
Yep.
And then you draft, and that's no disrespect to Mr. Harris, but all disrespect to the New England Patriots.
Yeah. I agree. Let me start by saying I agree with 95 to 99% of what Aaron has said. I was just as confused as everybody in the first round with Cole Strange. Even more confused with Tyquan Thornton, honestly. When it comes to Cole Strange, I was trying to figure this out. I was like, something has to be here. I did see, I can't remember who it was on NFL Network, but apparently there are multiple teams in the second round who are ready to move up to get Cole Strange either at the back end of the first round or right at the beginning of the second round. The same thing was said for Tyquan Thornton. Now, here's my thing about that. At least with Tyquan Thornton, I don't give a damn. If someone's going to move up, let them. That means there are better wide receivers for you to grab. Sky Moore went after. George Pickens went after. I mean, David Bell we could talk about later. Romeo Doubs I talk about
John
later.
Mechie.
With the Cole, John Mechie, with the Cole Strange pick, if that's your guy and you had to have him, okay. And I say that because we've said that about other picks and other players. If you are hearing people are moving up to grab Cole Strange and that's the guy that you wanted to fit, whatever. I don't understand that part. The Pierre Strong Jr. pissed me off so bad. This is how this went down. They reached for Cole Strange. They reached for Tyquan Thornton. Love the Marcus Jones pick as a player and for them because they do need cornerbacks who are smart and can play very well and will play with that chip. Loved it. Then they reached for Jack Jones right after. And then they go ahead and get Bailey Zappi. I think he's set to be a backup, but is ready to give competition if that's what happens. And he is a very smart, high IQ quarterback. And I think that's a good fit for them because Jarrett Stidham isn't it. And then you go and get another running back. From top to bottom with the Patriots, I am just as confused as Tom Brady leaving after 20 years to leave them in shambles, because it seems like they've been right there in shambles since he's been gone. This was a piss-poor draft. And some of the players that I love that went here, and Marcus Jones and Pierre Strong, I'm really, really sad for. And, I hope they find a home somehow on the field, or, demand a trade immediately. Just go. Just leave.
I want to talk about Mr. Tyquan Thornton real quick. Sorry, Vinny. It wasn't scripted, but we're falling into it. Tyquan Thornton, once again, I mean, you just always gotta reach for speed, right? I know it's the second round, but my goodness, everybody falls in love with speed. We see it every year. Kadarius Toney last year, speed, go for it, right? John Ross many years ago, speed, go for it. Hollywood Brown, speed, go for it. All the time you reach for speed, and albeit some of those players are better than others, but I mean, I don't understand the reach on Tyquan Thornton because he's just the fastest guy there.
Dylan, do you realize you gave him an A+?
Yeah.
I like the player.
You gave it an A+.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't.
That means everything around it is good. That means you like the pick. That means you like the position. That means you like everything about it.
Okay. In the NFL, to where if this guy busts, I see why they go for speed. It happens every year.
It does. The fact of the matter is this dude's never cracked 1,000 yards in 4 years at Baylor. He had 1 year where he had 62 catches. The rest has been nothing. I mean, it just, the production's not there. The speed is there. Great. I want to come to one. We're talking long about New England, but guess what? Miami only had a couple picks, so that's going to be a short one anyways. I want you to bring up their draft class again. It could be anybody's. Doesn't have to be mine. Oh no, it doesn't even have them on there. Shit. Okay, let me just read these off to you then. Chattanooga, South Dakota State, Western Kentucky, Northwest Missouri State. I am going to say this again. 4 of their picks are from these small schools. This is Bill Belichek saying, I'm smarter than the entire NFL. This is what he does. He goes out and gets the guys that nobody's thinking are going to get drafted there, so he can say, hey, look what I found, because I found Tom Brady. I know it may not seem like it's a thing, but year after year after year, this is what Bill Belichick does. He is the smartest guy in the room mentality. He says, I don't need to go to these big schools and get guys. I can go draft Bailey Zappi, because you know what? Maybe that's the guy. Like, I feel like he does it to like stick his nose up at the rest of the NFL. I really do. I don't know that it's hey, we really believe in this guy. It's that I'm going to go get this small town school guy and say, hey, I found that one. And I see it year after year. And then you throw in a couple, obviously big schools, because you have to. And to me, again, it's just the Bill Belichick mentality that is outdated. It's antiquated. It is not today's NFL. And somebody needs to hold him accountable. I don't care about their draft. Somebody needs to hold Bill Belichick now accountable for what he's doing with the New England Patriots. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care. Your past success is great, but that doesn't make you for today's NFL and what's going on in the future. You got to prove that again, and he hasn't.
Last thing, and Aaron, what you just said, the NFL is what have you done for me lately? And so keeping to do this is not going to work. So Tyquan Thornton by the Patriots, pick number 50 in the second round. Then Cam Jurgens went to the Eagles. The next 4 picks, George Pickens, Alec Pierce, Sky Moore, and I'll even throw in the tight end Trey McBride. All would have been mounds better than taking Tyquan Thornton there when you could have got him in the 5th, 6th, 7th.
Everybody but Trey McBride.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I get it, but that's what I'm saying, though.
But yes.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, even to that point, I would rather have done that than grabbing him. And I get it. They do have 2 tight ends.
But he's a good player, and he fits our team, and, he's ready to work. It doesn't matter what round he's picked. He's going to come in here. He's going to fight. He's going to work. It's a
chance. Tell Bill Belichick to his face what you feel about him.
It's a battle.
Bill, I'm sorry. You're one of the oldest coaches in the league. You need to retire. You need to retire because your way just doesn't work anymore. And you don't have Tom Brady. You have a guy named Mac Jones. Hey, buddy, it's over.
What's your philosophy behind that? I mean, we watched the tape on this guy.
Okay.
And we're on to Cincinnati.
Yeah. What you're onto, what you're really onto is 4th place in the AFC East. That's where you're really.
Let's see how the rest of this AFC East shook out here. The Jets obviously a 3.22, and you know what, Dylan, you suck. By the way, you suck. I'm pretty sure your F to Jeremy Ruckert put the Jets this low, and they
had a D.
It was the F and the D, which made the grade point average low, but it shouldn't take away from what the Jets did. This is substantial. I talk about every pick mattering, and remember, they didn't draft after the 4th round, so that 4th round pick was weighted heavier, which is why it's a 3.22 instead of upwards of a 3.7. So the Jets won, though. You look at that, the Jets won.
Yeah, it's wild to think that, because like you literally look at it, it's like the first 5 picks, or the first 4 picks A+, first 4 picks A+, first 4 picks A+. Dylan, you gave the Breece Hall pick a B+, because you decided to give Tyquan Thornton in the 2nd round an A+, but Breece Hall in the 2nd round couldn't get an A. Clown
Who has
shoes,
more yards
bro.
end of
Clown
season?
shoes.
Breece or Oh, that's stupid. Breece.
That's not even close. It's Breece Hall.
Tyquan
Thornton. Tyquan Thornton. Let's be honest. Tyquan Thornton with Bill Belichick might be cut before week 1.
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.